The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello guys, welcome to the free Salesforce career guidance by Intellogy. Let's start your today's lesson on your Salesforce school on YouTube platform. So in today's 5 minutes guidance, we are going to see Salesforce real-time scenario based interview questions part 3. So here comes the first question.
How to track field data in Salesforce.
So when you get this kind of question where interviewer is asking you how you will do data tracking, then we can do by field history tracking feature. So in Salesforce, for every object in every field or all the possible fields, we can do tracking. Not all the fields are possible to track, but some fields are there we can track, and per object 20 fields we can track. So by using that field tracking history feature in Salesforce, we can do tracking of data. We can check who modified the data, what was the previous value, what is the new value, and when that modification happened. So this way you can answer the question. Here comes the next question.
What is the meaning of activity in Salesforce?
So activity is a concept which is collectively, like when we work on task and event, that's called as activity in Salesforce. And the combined word is activity. So with the task, we can actually give the work, assign the work to some other users in the Salesforce, or and with the event, we can actually schedule a meeting with another user in the Salesforce org. And these both objects and their related features collectively called as activities, as if like they can signify or they like present some kind of activities that we can do or work we can do in a corporate level with the users in the Salesforce org. And now here comes the next question.
When you will use is blank and is null function in Salesforce.
So this is a very famous interview question where interviewer would like to know about the difference or your knowledge on the difference between is blank is null. So in this case, you can tell that is blank is something which you use when you want to actually compare with the text data, and when you want to actually compare with the, for example, numerical data, then you can go for is null. So you can say in the interview that if I want to compare the information with any text field, first name, last name, etc., I want to compare that, then I will use the is blank function. And if I want to check whether the field like age, salary, and numerical data, then at that time I can use the function like is null. This way you can answer. And let's proceed for next question.
Explain the architecture of Salesforce.
So the architecture of Salesforce signifies the MVC platform, the platform architecture. So where we divide the entire project of Salesforce in model, view, controller. So you can say the same thing in the interview. MVC, model view controller, is the architecture of Salesforce where the model relates to the data, relationship, database table, field, etc. And V signifies or is related to views, page layout, or visual force pages, etc. Anything related to display. And C means controller, the logic, the brain behind the Salesforce architecture, Apex class, process builder, lightning flow, visual workflow, or workflow, and formula field, etc. So this way you can explain the architecture of Salesforce in the interview. Let's go for next interview question.
What are dependent quick list in Salesforce?
So when you have two pick lists, let's say pick list 1 and pick list 2, and whatever data is selected for pick list 1, based on that we want to show the data in pick list 2, then that is possible by dependent pick list. Let's say we are selecting country, and based on that we want to select state. We are selecting state, based on that we want to show cities to the customer. Then in this case we use dependent pick list where one pick list is controlled by another pick list. Such dependency is possible by the dependent pick list feature in Salesforce. Okay, so that's all with this video, and let's connect in another video to see some more useful interview questions like this. Have a good time.